I'm gonna bet 1 million red star rings that Infinite's coming into the game, whether as a skin, a boss, something to race against, whatever. He's coming into the game. That's it. And if I'm wrong, well, then I'm standing on this rock for nothing, and I'll give away 1 million red star rings to one lucky winner. Roll the intro. What up, everybody? My name is Impractical. You know who I am. Like, subscribe, comment down below your thoughts, yada yada. Let's just get into the video. Okay, so right now I'm standing on this rock. You all know what it is. It's the Phantom Ruby. We've all been waiting for what exactly this thing is going to do. Hopefully we get an answer this upcoming weekend, because Shadow disappeared at the end of part 2 with no answer to where he went. It's just the rock and Shadow disappeared. That's about it. Now, I'm personally seeing this rock as our only solution to a big problem in Sonic Speed Simulator, and that is the lack of freedom. You think a game about Sonic, I don't know, the most freest character in all of video game, who runs around, believes to be as free as the wind, and does what he pleases, will follow that motto. Instead, it is held back by so much red tape, it is ridiculous. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it's the whole dead character dilemma that Sonic Speed Simulator seems to have when it comes to not introducing fan favorite characters into the game. Now, obviously, every time a fan has asked one of the developers in regards to this, the answer has always been the same. Sega says, no, the character is dead, the character can't come back, that's why they won't show up in the game. It's kind of weird when you look back into it, that seeing that Sega all of a sudden with Team Sonic wants Sonic's lore to be fleshed out. You know, it wants to be focused on the lore, let's get into the lore. And this all started with Frontiers. Now, it's very interesting to see that, but at the same time, why does that have to apply to a Roblox game that is basically akin to a mobile title? Like, I cannot think of one fan who would complain that a dead character is back, which is the most strangest stance to have on your own IP, that you won't let a character come into the game because they're dead. Let's take a look at another Sonic mobile title, Sonic Forces Speed Battle. Now, for a lot of you who aren't aware about this fact, the reason why Sonic Forces Speed Battle has all of these characters that are supposedly dead in the game is due to the fact that the Phantom Ruby is, well, present in some form of fashion in the game. That's the explanation. It takes places in Forces, so you can have all these versions of the characters, including the dead ones, because they're all projections from the Phantom Ruby. This is the main reason why you can find Chaos, Tikal, Gamma, Mephiles, and even Infinite inside of the game and unlock them as skins, because well, Phantom Ruby, that's the answer. Look, I'm not trying to get a giant mob to go after the developers. The developers want to do things, but they can't because they get no from Sega, which is odd, you know? Look at Sonic Speed Simulator for what it is, a giant simulator. So there's no reason to throw everyone in there. This game has no impact on Sonic lore. It's just a giant simulator. So everything should exist in here because it is not an actual place. It's just a simulator. I mean, it's in the title. Use that as the excuse if you're looking for a reason why they're in there. But again, at the end of the day, fans don't care about an excuse. They're not looking for a reason of why. They just want it there. They just want it to simply exist. And that's the biggest issue. Existing has to have a reason, but the fans don't care about the said reason. Again, to be very clear about this is all on Sega at the end of the day. The devs have nothing to do with it. Let's take a good example. Look at Nibrock. A lot of you seen his DeviantArt portfolio. A lot of YouTubers use his images in his DeviantArt portfolio for thumbnails. The guy should be trusted with the identity of Sonic when it comes to Sonic Speed Simulator. He has a lot of creativity. He is a true fan, and you could tell how much he loves the series as a whole. To him, it's not just an IP item for a corporate company. To him, he's just an actual genuine fan, and that's the confusing part about this. What will it take for this game to evolve in the right direction? And what would it be for Sega to realize this is what the fans want, and this is the right thing to do? At the end of the day, I'm just realizing, and probably I realized this for a long time and I don't want to acknowledge it, but Sega just doesn't get Sonic anymore. They don't know who Sonic is anymore. They don't get Sonic. And every day I spend on the Discord, every time I message one of you fans, you introduce me to something new, an amazing fan project that just gets the feeling of Sonic right every time. And that's the amazing thing about it. The fans understand what Sonic is, who Sonic is. But Sega seems to fall short time and time and again with their own restrictions. Okay, rant's over. I'm gonna be honest with you. This has been on my mind for quite a while because it's obvious that Sega doesn't know who Sonic is anymore, but true fans do, and they do amazing projects that the community loves as a whole. And I just want this game to be as good as it should be, not as restricted as it is now. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section. How do you feel about the game's direction? What do you think is the big key issue? I know pay to win sucks, and I've talked about it in the past, but my biggest issue is the restriction on all the potential this game could have. So let's start the conversation there. And I'll see all of you down in the comment section, and I'll see you especially in the next video. Bye-bye.